Many cultures look to the heavens to find their gods. We imagine Zeus or Thor ruling from the clouds, hurling lightning onto the world below. But the ancient Basques looked down. In their cosmos, the sky, known as Ortzi, holds no authority. It is an empty hallway, a corridor for the sun and moon to pass through, but devoid of divine power. The center of reality sits beneath the surface. Amalura, or Mother Earth, is the supreme creator, an infinite subterranean shelter for all living creatures and the souls of the dead. This creates a unique tension. If the heavens are vacant, then the forces of nature and the laws of morality must be governed from the rock and the dark. To understand this world, we have to follow the path of the ancient Basques and physically descend into the depths of the earth. This photograph of Mount Amboto shows the threshold of the gods, where rocky peaks vanish into the storm clouds. Deep within these mountains, Mari resides in golden subterranean palaces. She is the absolute center of the Basque pantheon, ruling over all other spirits. This illustration captures Mari as the personification of nature, appearing as an elegant woman in a green, mossy dress. She is a shapeshifter, manifesting as a white cloud, a vulture, or a sickle of fire crossing the sky. Mari enforces a strict ethical code. She acts as a judge, reacting firmly against arrogance, thievery, and lying. Her justice is mechanical. She claims what is denied. This diagram shows the principle of ezagas et abayagas. If a farmer claims to have 6 apples, but hides 4 others, Mari simply takes the hidden surplus for herself. This makes the earth an active participant in human society, a watchful enforcer of honesty and communal integrity. Moving past the cave mouth and into the dark limestone interior, we search for the source of the region's violent weather. Here we find Sugaar, Mari's consort. He is a giant subterranean serpent, or dragon, who embodies the raw power of the deep earth. On Friday nights, Mari and Sugaar meet in these caverns. Their union produces the region's most devastating weather. In the Basque worldview, storms do not fall from the sky. As this video shows, lightning and storm clouds originate underground, erupting upward from deep chasms to fill the air. Within this turbulent environment, Mari and Sugaar forged their twin sons, Atarabi and Mikots. The twins personify nature's duality. Atarabi represents constructive goodness, while Mikots brings the violent storms that destroy crops and flocks. Both the balance of the seasons and the chaos of the storm rise from the same subterranean source. They are inseparable parts of the natural world. At the base of the Basque cosmos, we discover the origin of light itself. This cross-section maps the structure of the universe. The sun, Eguzki, and the moon, Ilargi, are the daughters of Amalura. Every day, they emerge from the earth in the east, travel across the sky corridor, and sink back into their subterranean womb every night. In this system, celestial light is a temporary gift. It is something birthed by the dark earth, rather than a permanent fixture of the heavens. At night, when the sun returns to the earth, the surface world becomes vulnerable to the spirits of the darkness. To protect her human children, Amalura created the Eguzkilore, or silver thistle. Nailed to the door of a farmhouse, the silver thistle acts as a proxy for the sun. Its shape mimics the light, tricking spirits and warding off evil while the daughters of the earth rest. This mythology rejects the idea of escaping the physical world for a celestial paradise. The Basque cosmos is a grounded reverence for the earth, a reminder that justice, protection, and life itself spring from the soil beneath our feet. Because their gods were literally the ground they walked upon, Basque culture evolved through a lens of ecological negotiation. They saw the wilderness as a territory shared with powerful neighbors, rather than a resource to be dominated. The deep forests belonged to the Basajaun, a shaggy, human-shaped giant. He acted as a vital cultural mentor to early humanity, sharing the technical secrets of agriculture and ironworking that allowed the first Basque communities to take root. Near the mountain springs lived the Lamia, beautiful water nymphs characterized by their bird-like feet. They held the power to grant prosperity to those who approached with respect, or trigger ruinous curses for the greedy and dishonest. Further up, past the tree line, the landscape became the domain of far more imposing ancient forces. These high summits were home to the Jentilak giants, who threw massive boulders across the valleys, alongside the one-eyed Tartalo and the seven-headed dragon Herrensuga. Early humans navigated this terrifying ecosystem through constant dialogue with these untamed guardians. Survival depended on maintaining a balanced relationship with a nature that was both provider and predator. This balance was maintained through Adur, a magical force that inextricably linked a physical object or name to its real-world counterpart. To the Basque mind, manipulating the image of a thing had an immediate physical impact on the thing itself. The primary practitioners of this system were the Sorginak. These women served their communities as revered herbalists and midwives, acting as the human bridge to the earth's subterranean power. They gathered in rituals known as Ecological, communal events designed to honor the seasonal shifts of the earth and ensure the continued health of their livestock and crops. In this context, magic functioned as a pragmatic social tool. It was the technical language used to sustain the community and its connection to the land. This internal logic was shattered by the arrival of the Spanish and French Inquisitions. They brought a rigid, celestial-focused hierarchy into the mountain valleys for the first time. The collision was absolute. A patriarchal, sky faith occupied the space of an ancient earth worship system. To gain control, the Inquisition systematically rebranded the culture. Ecological gatherings were redefined as satanic Sabbaths, teaching neighbors to fear their traditions. The most devastating example of this campaign occurred in the village of Zugarramurdi in 1610. Following brutal interrogations, the Inquisition executed dozens of healers and elders. They were burned at the stake, violently breaking the chain of traditional knowledge. The trials functioned as a deliberate political tool. By associating the community's relationship with the land with the concept of the devil, the Inquisition effectively stripped the Basque people of their traditional social autonomy. Despite the violence, the Inquisition failed to erase the underlying culture. The myths found safety in the inaccessible limestone peaks and the isolated structure of Euskara, a language that provided a natural shield against outside ideologies. The Old World moved into the architecture itself. The Laubaru, a four-headed cross, became a permanent fixture on stone lintels, embedding the ancient concept of natural harmony into people's homes. Farmhouses also retained the Eguzkilore thistle. Pinned to front doors, this flower of the sun continues to serve its ancient purpose, protecting the household from the very spirits the Inquisition tried to define as demons. Basque earth worship survived by adapting. It solidified into the land, becoming part of the physical fabric of every village and valley. Today, this ancient magic surfaces every year during the winter carnivals. The Joaldunak emerge from the winter mist, wearing heavy sheepskins and towering hats, their faces set in a focused, rhythmic trance. They carry massive brass cowbells, swinging them in a precise, percussive unison designed to physically reawaken the earth and clear the air of malevolent forces. These rituals represent a living continuity. The rhythmic intent remains the same today as it was before the first empire ever stepped foot in these mountains. The survival of Basque mythology serves as a permanent testament to a culture that refused to let its connection to the earth be severed, ensuring that their ancient world remains alive and breathing in the 21st century.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy mythology, be sure to check out our other videos, and if you would like us to cover a specific culture's myths, just let us know in the comments. And remember, you are awesome.